Welcome back to the channel, and today we are looking at some tanks because the tank tracks have been out for a while and I haven't actually gone to the workshop to see what people have been doing with the tank tracks. I've just been doing all my own stuff with the tank tracks, and I searched the word tank on the workshop and I subscribed to items that stood out. There's a lot of things that are replica tanks, and there's a lot of things that are cool looking tanks, and there's some weird looking tanks too. So we're gonna have a little bit of everything in this video, and we're starting off with this German Tiger 1 tank from World War II by Breadshoe. So obviously this is one of the replica style tanks, and you can tell just how slow the turret goes. It is an aiming servo turret. Wherever my camera's pointing, it tries to aim. But they have really dialed down the sensitivity of it, or the speed of it, to be a little bit more realistic and immersive, which I think is pretty funny. It's also got a couple of machine guns, and I've noticed it doesn't have the best ground clearance, which I guess is also probably, you know, realistic. But sometimes luckily it's working right now. But if I stop, sometimes here, let me see. Oh no, we're fine. All right, apparently we're just fine. But it wasn't working for me when I was trying to put it in position. It was just too much ground contact. Yeah, it's not it's not the most agile tank, although tanks aren't known for their agility. So, realism. Yay! Yeah, take a look at the gun sticking out of the front there. That's pretty cool. And really good attention to detail with like the angles on the back, and awesome turret as well. All right, let's move on. We got a bunch of tanks to look at, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on one particular tank. Up next, we're gonna have the Ravager Arctic all-terrain siege vehicle by Riem. Serves as a mobile weapons platform and armored hauler. So since it's Arctic, I guess. Oh, this is. Wait, was that max complexity? Oh, we're really complex on this thing. But let's spawn over on the snow island over here. Get a little bit of everything on this map. All right, let's take a look at this thing. This thing looks pretty cool. It looks like it has pivoting in the middle instead of actual tank drive. Oh boy. All right, we got a bunch of buttons to push. So we're gonna push buttons and see what happens. Okay, I've already shot myself. What? Why am I shooting myself? Where are those coming from? What? Is that? Wait. What's going on? I must have done that must not be the right order of operations. That explains it. Looks like this thing needs a little bit of logic to disable shooting when you haven't actually opened up your weapons, but that's pretty cool. I like that. Wait, so then if I go to put it away. Well, they did some logic with the aiming servo, because when I activate it, I can use the aiming servo. When I press the button to deactivate it, it automatically... Okay, it failed to do it that time. But it automatically locks the aiming servo into the correct orientation and lowers it. That's pretty cool, actually. I never actually thought about that, because you do have that toggle with the aiming servo to disable it and have it go back to its starting position. So you can actually have things come in and out like that, where they have to be in that starting position in order to go flush with your vehicle. That's pretty cool. I never thought about using them that way. Oh, but I shouldn't be able to shoot when they're not deployed. Okay, so we got that was number 1. Number 2 is shield. That actually looks pretty cool. Number 3, snowball dispenser. Oh, it's coming right back at us. All right, rear snowball dispenser to get things off our trail if they're following us. Number 4 is radio. And number 5 seems like it's a boost. All right, let's deploy our guns again. This is a really cool turret concept, though. I like that a lot. I like how our like satellite thing on the top is just a fire pit. I think we have an actual satellite part. Why did they choose a fire pit? Oh, and look at the suspension working on those tank tracks, too. All right, up next, we have the V76 Trench Digger by Vulter Industries. Oh, no. Yeah, by Freezerator. It is a Vulter Industries V76 Trench Digger. Made for making trenches in battle. Weighs 5 tons. Whoa, this thing looks pretty crazy. 700 complexity. Oh, I'm not doing anything. Okay, well, look at that. We're digging a trench in the snow. It's actually digging. There are still snowballs rolling down the hill. Are you kidding me right now? How long have they been rolling? That's awesome. Too bad they don't get bigger. They should get bigger as they roll down the hill. That'd be pretty cool. We just got a crew of snowballs coming to join us. I'm so distracted by the snowballs right now. All right. Oh, that's cool. When we like press gas and stuff, it emits the backfire flames out the back there. That's a really cool use of flamethrowers. I like that a lot. I don't have control over the digging thing. It just goes. Can I stop it? Did I stop? Oh, push it again. All right, I think I turned it off. It appears to be on by default, which is an odd choice. Yeah, it looks like it does have tank steering module, but a long wheelbase for tank tracks does not suit tank steering very well. This thing is very slow though, which I think is an appropriate choice. Oh, I just noticed this is piston powered. That is a piston powered rotation mechanism. That's really cool. And they even use, there's tank, I think that's a tank steering module as an attachment point, which functionally doesn't do anything as an attachment point, but visually they use it as an aesthetic attachment point. That's pretty cool. All right, I was not expecting the piston power there. Here, let's go on to land so we'd have less snow coverage obstructing our view of this beautiful creation. The back of this is so well built. Like, there's so much detail back here. Like, that is really impressive. A lot of hot things back here. Hence the fire. Yeah, this is a pretty cool looking creation. And then L just turns on and off a whole bunch of lights. Okay, up next we have the BMPT Terminator. I don't know what OBR stands for. 2017. Abbreviation. This is a Russian tank support vehicle based on the T90 chassis. So I guess it's not a full-on replica. It is just inspired by the T90, heavily armored with various weaponry. All right, this is a cool looking turret. Ah, that's a nice looking turret right there. Wait, what gun is that? Oh, it's a handful of flat cannons. That's cool. They're actually stacked onto each other. That's interesting. All right, what else we got for buttons here? All right, all right, that's forward. All right, we do got tank steering. Oh, we even got like extra wheels and stuff. We got tank tracks kind of layered into each other there. Looks like some heavy armor on the side of the tank tracks as well. I love the back. The back of the turret actually looks even cooler. This is really cool. All right, what else we got here? Space. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Oh, I also wasn't expecting that. Are those grenades? Yeah, we got grenade launch. Wait, where are those coming from? Oh, I see. Right there. Those, the honeycomb shape there. Oh, wait, what? Oh, where's that coming from? Oh my goodness, there's so many weapons hidden in this thing. H's lights. Okay, and then we can also lock our turret. Oh, interesting. The turret is actually, looks like it shouldn't work in there, but it's working. Here, let me spawn it in. Whoa, there's a lot of stuff going on in here. All right, that's a pretty cool looking tank. So many weapons. Oh, yeah. Okay, up next, one of the ones that definitely stood out, the party tank by Erlich or J3 Ludi. Jaludi. With self-made music and a light show. Not the typical tank you see on the workshop, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. Okay, we can drive like a normal tank. The power couplers being flexible is really funny. It looks like hair. Colorful hair waving in the wind. All right, I know I'm gonna press number 1 and something crazy is gonna happen probably. All right, here we go. Ooh, that's cool. All right, number 2. I was not expecting that. Oh, they turn on and off too. All right, number 3 should be the music. I was trying to guess the time signature and realized that there's just multiple tempos going on here. Like, there's multiple different parts, and they're not even on the same tempo, so they're not lining up on a 1 anywhere. All right, well, that's the party tank. Quite a song. I think the song is very fitting to the aesthetic, though. That is funny. Okay, up next by Animal Mango, a Shockwave Transformer. My take on the Shockwave Transformer, loosely based on the Transformers Prime version and loosely based on more cartoonish versions. Spent 6 hours on this. All right. Oh, okay. It walks. Okay, interesting walking animation. All right, shift. Okay, we can raise our arm and shoot. That doesn't look right yet. All right, let's press space to transform. That's actually a pretty cool transformation. I kind of wish it was slower. This is a fast tank. All right, now the laser shooting makes sense. The laser should be deactivated in robot mode. All right, let's transform back. Wait, how? Wait. Okay, that's actually impressive that the left arm becomes the center gun for the turret. That's pretty cool. It is weird that the turret is on an aiming servo, but it's not aiming. It says the shift button is hooked into the aiming servo, but it's not actually working for whatever reason. Oh, now it works. I think I had to shift and click. All right, well, the aiming servo does work. All right, what if I transform now? Okay, I did mess myself up a little bit there. Let's go back. There we go. Now we're good. All right, what a cool transformation from tank to robot. We are going to the M1A2 Abrams SCP version 2. Whoop. There it is. All right, actually drives pretty fast. I love the armor on the sides of the tracks there. It looks pretty cool. What are those made out of? Yeah, large view side mirror, or large side view mirror. All right, so we got our main cannon. Do we have to like, how's the turret work? Whoa! I think this is not a button I'm supposed to press. B? Ah. Okay, we've activated up and down aiming servo. Isn't the turret supposed to like turn? Or are we just gonna do this to aim? Yeah, V is to lock and unlock turret, but it seems to only lock and unlock vertical aiming. But there is a horizontal. Oh, okay, now I guess it was stuck for whatever reason. There we go. All right, that's cool. We got full 360 without any collisions. We also got a bunch of machine guns on this as well. Man, look at that. All right, another great replica. All right, let's unlock the turret. Destroy a barrel real quick. There we go. Oh! I haven't done this in a while, I guess. Can I drive through this now? This is definitely a new experience for me on this map. Oh, how about this one? Oh, there we go. And just flatten this down here with our tank. Just doing some landscaping is all. All right, so then if I aim over here and do that again. That's cool. We get smaller ones with these bullets, but then the barrel... we can start building some stuff. Oh, look at that. It's cool. Terrain deformation is so fun. All right, moving on. Okay, up next by Ian, a helicopter tank. It is a helicopter plus a tank, which makes it a heli tank. Use it to impress your friends or just have fun. All right, you ready to be impressed and have fun? All right, the steering is reversed. For whatever reason, A is right and D is left. Good sign. All right, we got the gun. This is actually really funny. I don't know why I didn't think of this. This is funny. We have flying tank. There you go. Another flying tank version. See, now there just needs to be guns on the helicopter blades that spin around too. The reverse steering is messing with me so bad though. All right, here, let's go back down on the ground, see if we can do a successful landing. All right, from helicopter to tank. Nailed it. We've got Halo Scorpion tank by Mr. Chair. They made one for mouse controls, apparently. I don't know. This is not that one. Structure is too complex. All right, well, time to enable some mods, I guess. All right, here we go. Okay, yeah, it's definitely not very mouse friendly. Okay, here we go. Arrows to go forward. A and D still kind of works. Okay, there we go. This is pretty cool looking though. Oh, the turret is a little finicky. All right, we got machine gun up in the front there. We got that gun there. Okay, yeah, there is some conflicts in controls with keyboard, but we're seeing it in action. I was never an Xbox person, so Halo wasn't a super big part of my childhood or adulthood. So you guys will have to let me know how accurate this really is. All right, moving on. Another tank transformer by Roman R. Kai. No idea what to expect with this one. It's upside down in the thumbnail, so let's see what happens. Okay. Oh, okay. The front was not what I was expecting. Wait, so this is front. Why is that facing that way? Oh, do I gotta go? I am so... Oh, there we go. Okay, that shoots like that. What are they? These flat cannons? Those are flat cannons. Okay. A lot of recoil on that. All right, T. Oh! He looks so funny. He looks very silly. Oh, he's got magnet too, magnet hand. Yeah, the aiming servos are doing weird stuff. L. Don't know what L does, but there's our tank transformer. T for transform. There we go. That's funny. Actually, it's not bad, actually. Like, even the eyes or tail lights, like, you can't even tell that that's a head back there until he stands up. Interesting suspension on the legs, too. Whee! Balances really well, too. I mean, stabilizers help, but it works. This, I was actually surprised to see. It is a tank boat transformer, which I just did a video on. So I was curious, what did they do? This is by Flamin' Skull. Needs a bit more weight, but this is just a base. So here we go. It's the same parts that I used. Wait, is there... Oh, that's interesting. They decided not to use a tank steering module. It's actually just gyro steering, and you can't really steer in place because it's not that strong. So tank steering is a little rough, or land steering is a little rough. But let's head into the water here. I'm assuming space is to transform. Oh, look at that. Okay, so then the propellers kind of go into the middle like that. They chose... Oh, that's backwards. Oh, space... Wait, space was my transformation button, and now space is also my propeller button. I feel like this makes a much better boat than mine did. The tank form is a little odd. All right, let's transform back into tank. There we go. Seems to work fine. Yeah, it kind of looks like a proof of concept vehicle, but they did it in kind of an opposite way that I did. They kind of bend the tracks in, whereas I bend the tracks, how do I transform? Out, like that. Yep, two different approaches to the same problem. Okay, up next, Battle Tank by Wampus 10. This one looked kind of interesting with the 4 sets of tracks. All right, we got some submachine guns, interesting choice. Flat cannon for the main gun. And then it looks like there are grenade launchers. Space is the grenade launcher. There we go. All right, this one of the most straightforward tanks so far. Yeah, there is that thing with tank steering though when it comes to longer wheelbases. Like they look really good, these longer tracks, but the tank steering just doesn't quite work the same. Okay, up next, Super Tank by Lil Jimmy Jr. 325. Just a cool looking tank. That's what I was looking for on the workshop, were some cool looking tanks. All right, really good paint job. This might also suffer from the same tank steering downfall. Let's see here. We can go. Yeah, look at it. I mean, it's actually doing not too bad, but you can just see the tank tracks are just being slid across. A lot of friction there. Wait, why did the turret stop turreting? Some of them are still going. Oh, there we go. I think it's just getting stuck because it's so close to the body. All right, very futuristic looking tank. This reminds me of If you're an OG fan of the channel, futuristic military base and scrap mechanic, this would have fit very well there. Get even a similar color scheme, maybe a little brighter, but definitely fits the vibe of the future military base. Okay, up next by Artie Yima of VT-1-Q. A somewhat close replica of the VD, I don't know if you pronounce the dash in this, VT-12, VT-1-Q tank destroyer in real life with a few creative liberties. It has no turret. It relies on hull aiming, just like in real life. So let's see what this thing's all about and how does this look? Oh, this looks cool. The dual cannons is kind of crazy. Is that real? Are the dual cannons a real thing? Or is that one of the creative liberties? Oh, this thing turns on a dime too. You know, like a tank should. Very fast as well. I love the design of this. Okay, so it does aim up and down. They did say that for some reason the reticles were misaligned and they don't know why. Just gotta deal with it. That is weird because it looks symmetrical. And it is aiming servo. So they should both be aiming in the same direction. That is weird that they're misaligned. I wonder why that is. I love the exhaust coming out of the sides too. How did you, wait, it's like glitched in there. Oh, you used this block and pulled it in to cover up the exhaust. Interesting. Really good work on the top too. Okay, up next, Plan C Vulture Industries. Another one by Freezerator. I've been building a few tanks here apparently. It's a super tough, heavily armored main battle tank. Fantastic. Actually, this kind of looks cool. I actually dig the way that this looks, but that's not how it's supposed to work. Oh, this also looks cool. This does look pretty cool. What is that decal job? That looks pretty cool. A lot of cool stuff about this. This is a cool tank. Oh. We got some stacked tank cannons for some ultimate firepower. Is shift to unlock the turret. How do you get your turret so smooth, like smoothly integrated, like without having any conflicts of connections? What's going on with that? How do you do that? Doesn't seem like it should be possible. I guess you just used... Looks like you use blocks very carefully. But I'm surprised it doesn't hitch up on like the other blocks. Very impressive. Yeah, lots of different gunfire sources. Fully under these hatches here. Shift to unlock the turret. We got those guns, little flat cannons, and the main tank cannon as well. I like the pipe work design on the side. Wait, this like glitch welded in. How'd you? Oh, yeah. See, this is the art of pistons. The art of piston glitching is definitely a difficult art form. Takes a lot of foresight, a lot of planning, but they've done it in a very effective way right there. All right, I believe this is our last one. Tank Sahur by Samudazlama. And this thing just looks silly. Oh, okay. Oh, man, it tilts a little on the turning, but other than that, if this thing has a tank steering module in it, I don't think that would work at all. This is funny. All right, we got to shoot it, of course. There we go. Is this a replica? Is this a replica of a real-life tank here? I just had to save the silliest for last. Actually, I don't even know if this is technically the silliest. The party tank might actually be the silliest. I don't know. What do you guys think? Party tank or this? Which one's more silly? They're silly for completely different reasons. But let me know which one of these tanks was your favorite, and if you have any ideas that you'd like to see, what could we do with tanks that you haven't seen? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Maybe there'll be a video on it in the future. If you enjoyed this video, you'll probably enjoy more. You can find right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.